Hey guys, welcome back to the 6 Gear channel, and in today's review we're going to be taking a look at a 2021 Ford Edge Titanium in Carbonized Grey. I really like this color. It's a really popular color with Ford vehicles, and without any further ado, let's hop in. Alright guys, so here's the 2021 Ford Edge Titanium in Carbonized Grey. And first off, with the 2021 model year, not much has changed from 2020 to 2021 except for a little bit of some interior stuff, which we'll go over. But starting from the front here, we get daytime LED running lamps right here, and then LED fog lights down below, and a nice LED light as well. Coming across the middle here, again, we have the titanium grille. You can get an optional 360 camera, which is pretty cool, but in this particular model, we do not have one. And then obviously the same on the other side. So looks really good. I actually don't mind the front end of the new design when it came out in 19. So I actually really like the sharpness of the lights and everything like that. Now when it comes to the hood, there isn't too much bulging. There's just a little bit of some lining here in the middle, but it's pretty much it for the front. Let's take a look underneath the hood. All right guys, so equipped with this 2021 Ford Edge, we have the 2-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder motor, turbocharged of course, producing 250 horsepower and 275 pound-feet of torque, hooked up to a 8-speed automatic transmission. Pretty good motor. It's good for the average consumer who's going to be buying this vehicle, and it's got pretty good power as well. So if you are looking to get into a titanium with the 2-liter, you will be surprised of how quick it actually is. So that's pretty much it for the motor. Let's take a look around the vehicle. Coming along the side here, we have equipped 19-inch rims with the titanium. So right now, we are sitting on Hankook tires, and the tire size themselves are 245 55 R19s, so not too much big of a rim. You can get an optional 20-inch rim, I believe, and it actually looks a lot better than these ones, but this is pretty much standard with the titanium. Coming along the side here as well, we have obviously your mirror, which is just a standard mirror. We have your blinker here as well. We do have keyless entry, so pushing these lock buttons or these lines right down below here, you can lock it. There's a touch sensor behind the handle. When you grab it, it just opens up. We also have your key code here as well, which is given to you from the dealer. Now, the only thing that kind of is starting to bother me with a lot of models in Ford line and some other lines too is that this keyless entry is not accessible in the back here, so you don't have that same option. It used to be in some trims, and now it's not on the 2021, which is kind of upsetting, but I mean, what can you do? Your gas tank is over here on the driver's side. We do have your easy fuel gas tank, so you don't have to take out the cap or anything like that. Pretty easy, pretty simple. All you gotta do is just push it, opens, and then push it shut. Here's a little bit of a look what it looks like on the side, so pretty standard Ford Edge type of look. Nothing has really changed on the exterior so much for the 2021 model year. With that being said, let's take a look at the rear. All right, so coming into the back here, again, not much has changed. We have two separate lights, as in before the generation like 2018. You had that beautiful full LED strip in the back, but we just have now separated lights. Dual exhaust, of course, titanium, and then all-wheel drive. Also equipped with the Max Trailer Tow package. You can tow a maximum of 3,500 pounds with the Ford Edge itself. So not too bad if you're carrying around a little boat or a little travel trailer. So pretty cool. You have your rear view camera, which is standard. And then to open your trunk, actually, there's a button just right here. Pretty standard. Push that. It is automatic as well. Opens up just like that. Pretty simple. Now the thing is with the Edge is a lot of customers like the trunk space. The trunk space is really big. I mean, if you, for example, you can fit 2 hockey bags easily in the back here. I mean, tons of room, and that's why people like them so much. We have your winter mats here, which come with the car. But over here too, if you want to put the back seats down, you can just push this button here, and the back seat will just go down. They don't go up, they actually just go down. So it gives you a little bit of room. Right now, I guess the front passenger seat is too far back, so obviously it doesn't go down. But there's that. We have a 12-volt here as well. A little bit of storage. We have some hooks here too for maybe if you want to hang something, that kind of thing. But pretty basic stuff back here, nothing too crazy. You have your spare tire actually down below here, so open that up, and it gives you a little bit more storage down below. This also actually is your funnel for your gas if you ever need to put gas in manually yourself. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the back. You can actually close it to the trunk right up here. Push this button. Where is it? There it is. Push that, and it's automatic. It shuts just easy, just like that. Let's take a look at the rear seats. Okay, so let's hop into this 2021 Edge. So coming in, we have all black interior with some nice padding on the armrest alone here and the door panel. Nice white stitching as well. Nice soft touch material. All pretty nice. You have your automatic window control, of course. We also have a nice plush seats. I feel like they're very, very comfortable, even when you carry throughout up here as well. And it looks really, really good. I actually really like the look of them and the feel of them. Coming into here, I'm about 5'11", and that's the way I would sit in the driver's seat. You actually have a ton of room back here, and that's also a nice thing with the Edge is there's tons of room for your passengers. The nice thing is too, this does have the optional panoramic moonroof, which looks absolutely amazing. Coming into the center here, we have USB, USB-C, and we have a household outlet, so that's pretty cool. Some storage as well, and then too, if we unhook the seatbelt here, we can get into some cup holders and an armrest for your back passengers. So that's pretty much it for the back. Let's take a look at the front. All right, so coming into the front here, we are greeted with that same interior, of course. A nice black leather soft touch material down below here, which is pretty nice. We have your window controls, your mirror controls here. We do have a Bang & Olufsen surround system in here, which is pretty cool. Memory seating, your lock and unlock, that kind of thing. And then down below, we have your controls for your seating positions. Over here, your lights, like typical Ford fashion. So over here, we have the dial. It's on auto right now. Your auto dimming lights for here, or not your auto dimming. They are your lights to change for your instrument cluster. You can open the trunk here, trash control, and your fog lights as well. Your hood release is just down below here, right in the corner. And that's pretty much it before we head in. Let's actually take a look at the interior itself. All right, so hopping into the 2021 Ford Edge. So as you can see, not much has changed of the whole kind of interior layout except the screen itself, which we will get into. First, we'll start with the steering wheel. Not much has changed. You have your cruise control. These buttons control this side of the screen. These buttons control that side of the screens. As you can see, you have your controls to control your infotainment. And yeah, pretty much, again, pretty standard stuff for the Edge. Nice leather wrapped steering wheel. We have your stock here for your lane keeping assist if you push the button inside here. Your turn signals and your window stock controls are on the right side as well. Now the screen here, again, pretty configurable. Just using these buttons here, you can control this side here, tire pressures, your RPMs per minute. I can turn the lane keeping assist so that gets out of the way. Your fuel economy, that kind of thing, intelligent all-wheel drive. If you hit the back button, the back arrow on the left, you can go to different settings here, your driver assist, blind spot, lane keeping assist, that kind of stuff. You can kind of configure it to your liking, but pretty much I just leave it on that. On this side here, if we hit the back button, I will show you what stuff is on this side. So as you can see, we have your navigation, just a compass, entertainment to what you're listening to, and if your phone is hooked up, that is where it will be. And then we have your analog speedometer in the middle. So again, this has been around for a while, nothing's changed here. Dash itself looks pretty similar to a lot of the Ford Edge models, so nothing crazy. We have just a little bit of a pocket of a storage up there, and that is it. Now let's talk about this screen. Pretty configurable. Right here with the car at the top, it's basically your menu button, and it gives you all of your vehicle settings here, and you can obviously choose your tone settings as well. So we're in sound here, we can go to Sirius XM, you can personalize that. Your phone list here, phone list is when your phone's hooked up, your rear camera delay, you can do all this kind of stuff, your door key code. General gives you all your other settings here, and then display, you can do a comm screen. If I click that, basically puts it into a screen with just your time, and I can't really make out what this little symbol is here. There's something there, but yeah, and then to bring it back, just touch the screen. So that's pretty much what the car does itself. We'll exit out of that. Now hitting these here, they're kind of hotkeys, so you can just hit radio, phone, nav, Bluetooth. There's Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, of course, owner's manual. Now there's this here too, notes. So as you can see, I drew something. I I think they're trying to copy Tesla in a way, which is interesting because I think Tesla has a really cool infotainment. But yeah, you could just kind of draw whatever you want and stuff. It's kind of funny, right? And you can save it too, which is pretty interesting. Maybe your grocery list or anything else that you might want to use. But nonetheless, that's there for your liking. To go back to, I guess, whatever station you want, just hit the 3 buttons at the top, and then it kind of gives you your recent spots you went to down below. So we're in the infotainment, have it on my channel here. Now down here is pretty interesting too. As you can see, there isn't any button for your heated steering wheel, your heat seats, cooled seats. There isn't cooled seats in here, but again, you just have your tuning knobs, your hazards, and your, radio media controls, which again, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of this whole layout because I am used to buttons, and I actually like the buttons to put on my heated steering wheel, to put on my heated seat, to put on my cooled seat. But you have to go through the infotainment. It's pretty simple, but all down here below, you just kind of click this. You can actually just hold this to go where you want it to go. If I click this here, I can hit my heated steering wheel, I can hit my heated seat, and I can control how hot I want it. And the same goes on this side as well. To get to my climate control, I click this. I mean, it's a really cool animation. Like, I actually don't mind the look of it, but I can control where I want the temperature or the air to go. So I'll just do that. My heated steering wheel's here as well. I can do max AC, but I can turn off the climate control as well. So again, it's pretty cool, pretty intuitive. Just it's going to take some time to get used to, but that's pretty much it for the infotainment itself. Bluetooth, you can just go add device, but everything that you want to use, or maybe if something you want to go to, just hit the top 3 keys, and then that's where your basic home button is to get everything that you want. So I'll exit that, and it's actually pretty intuitive. It's pretty responsive too. Like, there isn't many delays like in past systems. I know Sync 3 and Sync 3.4 had a little bit of delays, but this is pretty responsive, which I like. It's really really user friendly. So that's pretty much it for the screen. Again, your toggles are down here. We do have some spots here for your phone, so wireless charging. A USB and USB-C is also down here as well. Now the console area here is a little bit different. We have your dial, which is pretty much in a lot of the Ford vehicles now. Over here we have your electric parking brake, your auto stop start, and you can get some other stuff here equipped when you go through options with edges. 2 cup holders, and then we have your console as well. We have a storage spot here for phones. This I actually don't really like too much. I wish if you clicked this little lever here, this would pop up too, but if you want to access down below, you have to actually move the tray. So this tray can sometimes be a little bit of annoying, but it's pretty much it for the interior, guys. There's not much of a change with the 2021 Edge. It's a nice little update, I guess, with the new screen. You do have, obviously, your Bang & Olufsen surround system in here, which looks pretty good, but not much has changed. So if you're looking for a big change for the 2021 model year, there isn't much. Except for the screen, which is actually pretty cool. It's just going to take some time to get used to. But let's actually talk about the price of this one here. Alright guys, so I just hopped out of the vehicle. Let's actually take a look at the price of this one. And of course it's in Canadian dollars because we are in Canada, and I can put the conversion wherever down below. So let's take a look at the price. Okay, so I will try my best to show you guys because I know there's a little bit of a reflection here. So the price down below here shows $48,299 in Canadian. And that doesn't include the current discounts right now, but here are some of the settings up, or not the settings, some of the options that are equipped with it standard, and then some optional stuff. So we have a 2021 Ford Edge, 5-passenger, 2-liter, 8-speed auto transmission, carbonized gray, and the black interior. These are your standard options at the top here, and then here are the optionals. So this one here is the 300A, and then we have your Canadian Touring Package, which gives you your panoramic moonroof. See, this is interesting too. The connected built-in Wi-Fi is actually included only 3 years, which after 3 years, I guess you're gonna have to pay for it, which is odd, but I'm surprised that's there. And then the cold weather package for Canada gives you the heated steering wheel and some floor liners in the front and the back. And that's good for obviously in the snow time, so you can just take the mat out and clean it off pretty easily. So that's pretty much it here. We have your gas mileage up here as well. So 10 liters combined city and highway. And then it actually is a top safety pick for the IIHS, which is pretty cool. But that's pretty much it, guys, for the price. Let's give you my final thoughts around the vehicle. So my final thoughts on the 2021 Edge Titanium. Really cool car. Not much has changed since the previous redesign. I mean, this is a nice little refresh for the car, but I think overall the interior and exterior have remained the same, exception for the screen. But I think it's a great competitor in the mid-size SUV market. I wouldn't hesitate to go take a look at one if you're interested. But those are my final thoughts, guys. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments, and we'll see you in my next video.